What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the DC Multiverse Aquaman movie, Aquaman. Alright, again, kicking off the week with probably the best DC Multiverse figure I've ever gotten. It is the new Aquaman movie, Aquaman. And the reason isn't as simple as you might think. Let's bring him in. Because at first glance, the first thing you might want to say is, holy Moses, the DC Multiverse, Mattel has gone digital face printing. You can see it there in his eyes, you can see it on his lips, and it looks really good. Using the same system of less is more that Hasbro's been employing, this is game-changing for Mattel. It really is, guys. It looks awesome. That looks like Jason Momoa. I am so happy about that because I really love the dude as this character, and I've wanted on Aquaman of him that really does justice to him without breaking the bank, you know? So breaking the bank, don't worry about that anymore. Go get this figure because that looks amazing. I love the way they did it. The eyebrows look perfect. The paint is perfect there. The paint on his lips, the paint in his eyes. Really good. The sculpt is awesome. You could see, like, even in profile here, that the face is done really well. Sculpted perfectly. That nose is spot on. I think the hair is done really well. There is a wash in the hair. You know, they pretty much panel lined every line in there, and that is great. Great, great, great. His beard, same deal. Looking awesome. Now, here's probably the part that I hate the most of this figure, and probably the only thing I hate about this figure is these joints here, the shoulder joints. Unfortunately, at the top have this yellow plastic, which matches. However, it looks weird to me, unless he's got like little weird pads there in the movie, which I don't think. I really wish they would have painted it this color at the very least, because it's a big joint and it's kind of ugly. That's it though, I think. I really would have to say that is it, because the rest of the body looks pretty good. You got all this texture here for his chainmail armor. It's kind of two colored, but it's painted over it, so you know, there's a wash in here, and it's darker up here. Really well done. Same thing on his arms. Again, you have a little other piece of plastic sculpted in on the back for little pieces of armor. The back looks really good. You know, the color goes in and out of this like darker color and the lighter color. It gives it a good look. It looks a little patchy in spots, but overall, man, I will take it because that is effort. Look at these gauntlets. Let me take off his spear there. Really nice green. Very well done. It's got a nice shine to it. Going down to his hands here, you see little gray paint on the knuckles, and you know, right here, it's almost like silver. It looks really cool. There's nothing in this part of it, but man, that sculpt is great, and you get some natural lighting in there. So very, very well done. You can see it really good on this hand how they did that. Effort. There's some really great effort. This is just a gold. I think it's a gold plastic. I don't think this is a painted piece, although I could be wrong. It looks painted actually. If you look there, it looks painted. Really nice gold. Really, it pops. And then going down to his legs, you got a nice green chainmail here for kind of that, like, I just really like that he's like a classic Aquaman, but you know, done in this Momoa style. Really cool. The green looks really good. Maybe a little bit of wash around his knees. It's hard to say. There is parts of it that look a little bit darker even on the top here. So there might be a little something going on there. I'm not 100% sure. But then we get to his lower legs, and wow, oh my, really shiny green paint on this part. And they even like made it so the shine kind of carries over into his chainmail. Like, it looks like this part is like shining so much it's like lighting up his chainmail. Wow, that looks amazing. These parts painted here green, nice. And then on his feet, you get the green at the tips, and then you get green and like grayish silver. It's silver, I believe. Almost like a gunmetal underneath, which is, I guess, the same as this. So yeah, all throughout, that looks incredible. Incredible. So really, really, there's definitely a wash here. I see it now. Like, my light's shone on it differently, and I can see a little black wash in there. It might be just a one coat, but it's definitely there, guys. So a ton of effort into this figure. I mean, I haven't seen this level of quality from Mattel, since I've been collecting. It's mind-blowingly good. Again, this is the only thing that bothers me, that ugly shoulder articulation. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the articulation on this guy. Head on a ball joint. His hair is a soft plastic, so it doesn't really hinder you, which is good. You got a decent ab crunch. Looks back that much. You can see it right there. And forward. You got a waist that works fine. Then the shoulder joint, as we've said. Well. Okay, looking at the bottom here, there is paint there. There is paint there. So maybe there might have been paint up here that maybe chipped off. Nah, I didn't use it that much. You can see the paint around kind of chipping off a little bit with movements. So be wary of that. You might want to have to touch that up. But you do see paint on that. So I don't know if that's like indicative of what they might have tried to do on the top here and it just rubbed off. But some paint rubbed definitely around the shoulders on either side is something, it's those shoulders, man. The shoulders are the only spot, where you got some of the men. But it's a pretty deep hinge, and swivel's fine. Bicep swivel works great. You got, I think it's just you got a swivel at the top of the elbow there, and then you do have, I think it's just a single hinge. Single hinge at the elbow. And my voice is doing something funny, but I'm going to power on for now. Hinge, swivel at the wrist. Pretty much perfect splits. Can't really kick too high. And really nothing in the back. Swivel at the thigh there. Double jointed knee. You do have ankle rocker at the foot and a hinge. So there you go. I guess, the only bit of articulation I really needed is a double jointed elbow. But it works fine. And I'm not going to complain about it too much because otherwise, he is awesome. Awesome. And he comes with this really nice spear, which actually has paint on it. As you can see, it kind of matches him a lot. So you got this like copper over the gold plastic. Really nice. The sculpt is very well done. Fits in his hand here, and you could even get it to fit in the middle there. You got some nice like runes in there. Some writing, Atlantean writing, I guess. So pretty cool, even over here. Oh man, so much effort into this, for sure. He is a really good looking figure. I really like it. Alright, let's do some size comparisons here. Here he is with his enemy, Black Manta, who's really pretty awesome figure in his own right. We will be taking a look at that guy next, so stay tuned. I debated doing them together, but I mean, I felt like they, especially him, really deserved his own spotlight. So there you go. There was my reasoning. Here's Kiryu from SH Monsters, and Kaiju Pandani. Here is Gamorrean guard. You can see how much taller he is. He's a pretty tall figure. Here is Han Solo. So much taller than Han Solo too. I mean, this Aquaman's definitely a big dude. So just a word of warning there. Here he is with Mafek's Homecoming Spidey. Here he is with here's a Marvel Legend. Let's do Marvel Legends because I know folks wanna just gotta new Marvel Legends here. Always like to do their comparisons with their Marvel Legends because everything's got to be scaled to Marvel Legends to be good. Here he is with Archangel, so you can see he's taller than Archangel too. So there you go, guys. That's my size comparisons, and that is my review for the DC Multiverse Aquaman movie, Aquaman. I really can't wait to see this movie as well. I hope it's as cool as it looks. But this figure is awesome. I really love it, despite the little, a couple shoulder problems I have there with that gap and then the paint around it. So, I don't know. I wish it was done a little bit differently there. Otherwise, it's pretty awesome. All right, definitely highly recommend this figure. Get it. It's super cool. All right, till next time. Peace out, peeps.